Live from our Jackson studios. Live from the Midtown Jackson studio and live from well into Deep 13. This is Last Call Cafe on Spreaker with the animalistic Jay the Brain Man, the analytic Matthew the Wizard Nichols, and the pause for consideration, Steve the Baxman Baxley. I'm Franklin Pangborn, your announcer, with Morgul as the friendly drone. Let's go to the cafe and find out what's going on and join the guys on a whole crowd. It's Last Call Cafe on Spreaker.
And you're on. You're on.
Good evening, afternoon, morning, whenever you were listening to this. Welcome, one and all, to the Corsican Ball. Yep, this is another wild, wacky, and yet unpredictable edition of the Last Call Cafe. No matter where you're listening to us, on what platform you're listening to us, we are here to make you laugh and to turn your brain into putty so we can create our own little mementos. I am your congenial host, Steve the Baxman Baxley, and as I always do, introducing my other compatriots here. And we are proud to say the cafe will be reopened for business after a long-standing postscript due to coronavirus. We're just waiting now for the Budweiser virus. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to my compatriots. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the gamer's gamer. He is the gamer's best friend. He is to gaming what Leo DiCaprio is to acting, one of the best. Ladies and gentlemen, we give you Matthew the Wizard Nichols.
Sup, y'all?
Hey. And, of course, what would this program be without the man, the myth, the legend, ladies and gentlemen, the undefeated, unscolded, undetermined, intergender wrestling champion of the world, the manager of champions far, wide, near, up, down, and everywhere in between, ladies and gentlemen, the host of the award-nominated, the Shaki Award-nominated, Jay the Brain Man presents the Wrestle Anime Hut. Saturdays, whenever we feel like it. That's right. Time to be determined. He is the one, the only
Jay the Brain Man, news on iHeartRadio.
Yes, indeed. All right, welcome everybody, as I've already said, to a program that, well, we need all laughs we can get after a very, very rough week for men, beasts, and media alike. So we're going to get you a whole lot of a whole lot of comic relief coming up in but a few moments. Before we do, Mr. Pangborn, if you will, please. Now, I understand we do not have much in the realm of gamer news. Is that correct there, Mr. Matt?
Correct, because the PS5 reveal event has been delayed because of the protest. It was supposed to be yesterday at 4 p.m. But because of the riots and stuff, Sony had delayed the event, and we do not have a update date yet.
Okay, so as always, when you want gamer news, you'll get it here. You just got it. Mr. Pangborn, if you don't mind, you can do your other intro, if you will, please, sir, before we entertain the masses with a little comedy. Do your duty. Thank you, Steve. Good evening, and it's time now for the man who spent a whole lot of money on a new uniform only to return it because it was too short in the crotch. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the insidious belch of the week with General Big Jimmy, Billy Bobo Schwartz. He comes with his own sound effects. That's amazing. Yeah, keep it up, boy. Hey, how you doing, everybody? Gentlemen, how you doing there, Matt?
I'm doing well, General.
Rain, how you doing, sir?
Good.
Exquisite. X-Man. How the hell with you, pal? I don't know what you're doing. Well, I'm good. I'm wearing the production quality basketball shorts because basketball has returned. Yes! NASCAR returns, basketball returns, hockey returns. Only return we haven't had, baseball. Oh. And now, I understand you got a little something unusual. Yes, that's right. After what we've been through these past days, we gotta. I'm going to put Colin Kaepernick as, shall we say, rehabilitated because we were wrong. Okay, we don't want to get too cross. Remember, we are a comedy show. I understand. But tonight, I like to give a belch to NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell. Because while the rest of the NFL made sort of a kind way, sort of a gesture of honesty, a gesture of truth and focus, the commissioner, well, he was the last man to get the invite. So to Roger Goodell, the commissioner of the NFL, your invitation may have been delayed in the mail until tonight with that haphazard apology, if you want to call it that. But, sir, this coming at you Federal Express. And we are loaded with the juices. That's right. He's drunk Corona. And now we're about to light it. This, Mr. Goodell, is for you. When ready, fire! Oh, I love it. Can I have that again, boss? Thank you. That one had a little salsa in it, dude. Oh, boy. Best time for the belch is when he's loaded up with the burrito and all that other good stuff. It's fantabulous. Man, y'all have a great weekend. Remember, if you do anything rotten, you will get the belch, and we know who you are. Oh, and Mr. Baxley, I do believe young Jethro has something for you. Oh, he does? Wait, what? What? Yes, sir. How you doing there? Yes, how you doing? I know we're in the halfway point of year 2020, but our promotional team, has prepared. In 2 weeks, we will introduce the promo for the New Year's Eve special that we do here for you. It'll be our first New Year's Eve special we're doing for Spreaker. It will be on, of course, Plausible Live. We've got everything ready, and we already have a theme, but we can't say anything yet. But I think y'all's gonna love it. If you loved how we did 2019, I think you're gonna love what we do to 2020. It's yummy, and we have an expert, and you're gonna meet him in September. When we make the announcement, September, we're gonna make the announcement, the title, and everything, and you're gonna love it. So just want to let you know. Okay, thank you, Jethro, guys. Thank you, General. Have a great vacation, sir. Thank you, and I will see you all in 2 weeks. Dax, man, by that time, that hair better be of proper length. Well, I kind of like the ponytail. Yeah, but the pony called. He wants it back. You're insulting the ponies. Go. Now. Go. Quickly. Yes, sir. So long, everybody. See you in 2 weeks. Okay, Big Jimmy Billy Bob Bo Schwartz, our fearless leader of the Belch, and wow. Already the publicity department has the name for our New Year's Eve special. That's going to be fun. It'll be our first one that we do on Spreaker, so get ready for it, guys. It's going to be funner than dogs meeting with a mongoose. But let's face it, folks, it's much needed. Anyway, speaking of much needed, Brain, I understand we got some comedy. Lord knows we're going to need it, so let's give this audience something to laugh at and guffaw over. Go with the first one.
Stephanie's in rough shape, you know. Yeah, my wife, she started in again, you know. She keeps throwing up to me. I worked in Las Vegas and went broke playing the slot machines. Now, Vegas, they got slot machines all even in supermarkets. I went into my container of milk, cost me $238. Now, I'll tell you the truth, I had trouble with my wife before we got married, you know. We went together for 6 months, then she gave me the air, told me it was all over. I said to her, what's the matter? Is there somebody else? She looked at me. She said, there must be. I'll tell you what, my wife, I never got no respect at all, you know. We were going steady. She told me don't talk about sex until we get married. We got married. She told me now you can talk about it all you want. I'm married 20 years. All I get is smart answers and bad cooking. My wife's cooking, forget about her cooking. But the other night I left over a hamburger. She used it to scrub the sink. Well, you had to come and get it. My house is try and eat it. Trouble with me is I'm too easygoing, you know? Like this afternoon, I had a bite to eat in a restaurant. I got busy. I had to share a table with someone. He sat down, an old man. Must have been in his 80s. I mean, this guy was old. I asked him to pass me the salt and pepper. He had to make 2 trips. I never get lucky in restaurants. I had dinner last night in a Chinese restaurant. I opened my fortune cookie. And it was a guy's check next to me. I said to him, hey, buddy, I got your check. He said, thanks. So, I mean, these wise guys. I was going to take a little vacation, talk to some guy who works for the travel agency. He told me I could spend 6 nights in Puerto Rico. No days, just 6 nights in Puerto Rico. I said to him, well, I do myself days. He says, you can do whatever you want, just keep out of Puerto Rico. With me, nothing works out, you know. My neighborhood's getting worse. I told you before, I live in a tough neighborhood, you know. Just last week, a guy pulled a knife on me. I could see it wasn't a real professional job. There was butter on it. I tell you, where I live, you can't protect yourself. But one day, there was a knock on my front door. I figured I'd play it safe. I opened the peephole. The guy reached in and grabbed. I tell you, my building is nothing but robberies. Every time I close a window, I hit somebody's head. Nothing but robberies over there. But the other night, I took the wife and kids out. I figured I'd play it safe. Left all lights on the apartment, left the radio on, left a note in the front door, notes that I'm inside. Came home that night, I still got robbed. The guy left his own note. He said, I looked all over for you.
Okay. Hopefully that gets you in a good mood for a great weekend. We are coming up to, and gentlemen, that was awesome. That's right, that was Yes, that was Rodney Dangerfield, ladies and gentlemen. You're going to hear more from Rodney in the weeks and months to come. And, yes, ha-ha. Yes, ha-ha, ho-ho, hee-hee, ha-ha.
My mic thing wasn't
And
showing
then
up
some.
on the... My mic thing
Okay,
wasn't showing
let's
up on the
get
bottom,
you
so I was
updated.
making sure it was still working. It is.
Yes, it is. All right. Let's get you some good stuff. Let's get you a little SmackDown results, kids. That's right. Time for a little SmackDown Schmuckdown. Let's give you the results from tonight's little extravaganza. And as usual, we leave the fluff out of it and get you the big old hunk of wrestling that we all know, love, and respect. Well, somewhat. Okay. Otis took on Baron Corbin. Otis, sort of a more taller, useful version of myself. Winner by DQ was Otis. My gosh. Otis did it again. Yay, who? All right, let's, okay, come on. Da-da-dee-da-da-da. Oh, come on, let's get you back down there. You know, it's not easy reading these in virtual denial here. Coming up, okay, come on. Yeah, I've already given the Otis one, so let's, Sonya Deville took on Lacey Evans. Boy, they really wasted her talent, didn't they? Let's see if they've given Lacey some little respect. Finally, she did. She won the match. Yay. After the match, Rose looks on from the big screen and smiles at Evans as Evans celebrates the win. DeVille rolls to the floor, clutching her neck. All right. They had AJ do some speechifying. And it was AJ Styles versus the re-signed Drew Gulak. And much like Goulash, Drew Gulak has returned. He beat AJ Styles. Man, how low did that guy go? He used to be a main eventer, and now he's, what, jobbing? Nasty. The New Day and Shorty G took on Cesaro, Shinsuke Nakamura, and Mojo Rawley. And by the way, if you ever lost your Mojo Rawley, you know where it is now. And your winner for that match was the New Day and Shorty G. And we had more fluff than is legally allowed. We have a new women's tag team champions. We do have that. Yes, finally, something good to report. Women's tag team titles, Sasha Banks and Bayley took on Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross. And the winner of that match, believe it or not, was Sasha Banks and SmackDown Women's Champion Bayley. After the match, Banks and Bayley celebrate with the titles. As the music hits, Bayley runs around with both titles and yells at the announcers like a fool. Bliss asks Cross what happened, and she's frustrated. Banks and Bayley continue celebrating with the titles. Banks holds her title in the air while Bayley screams about her titles being too heavy as SmackDown on Fox goes off the air. Just for the night, not canceled. So... stop the, you all could put up your Vince McMahon voodoo dolls. Believe it or not, Daniel Bryan and AJ Styles will be the Grand Marshals for the NASCAR Cup Series race in Martinsville, Wednesday, June 10th. You can see that, of course, on, FS1, I do believe, yes. So that should be something interesting. That's right. Race will air on FS1 2 days before Bryan and Styles meet for the vacant WWE Intercontinental title during the June 12th edition of SmackDown on Fox. So, why not? It's a lovely credenza. Let's see. EC3 released his own version of Impact. Why do I get this feeling EC3 is going to be signed by AEW? I mean, that would be something to see. EC3 versus MJF, the Battle of the Initials. Okay. Tony Khan, by the way, named Jon Moxley's opponent for AEW Dark, who calls it a rematch 10 years in the making. Gee whiz, I wonder who that was.
John Cena.
Oh, really? Ow.
No.
Oh, not John Cena, of course? No. That would be a shock, wouldn't it? Cena in AEW? Come on, give me some love here, you sadistic. Okay,
give me some. By
the way, the WWE Network will air a special on Nexus. We'll have a oh, this is going to be precious. Grr. As I say, one moment please while I get the script out. Pam. I keep forgetting I can do that. Anyway, while we get the script out and get you some entertainment news, let's give our I think I sent you a parody song, did I not? Dear sir.
You sent me something saying Sammy Davis Jr.
Ah, yes, finally, yes. Let's play a little bit of Sammy Davis Jr. It's what the world needs now, and it's especially what we all need now after the week we've had around the country and around the world. He knows how to get it done. Here's Sammy with what the world needs now.
All right, and now I'm going to mute us.
What the world needs now is love, sweet love. It's the only thing that there's just too little of. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. No, not just for some, but for everyone. Lord, we don't need another mountain. There are mountains and hillsides enough to climb. There are oceans and rivers enough to cross, enough to last till the end of time. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. It's the only thing that there's just too little of. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. No, not just for some, but for everyone. Lord, listen, we don't need another meadow. There are cornfields and wheat fields enough to grow. And there are sunbeams and moonbeams enough to shine. Oh, listen, Lord, I mean, if you really want to know what the world needs now is love, sweet love. It's the only thing that there's just too little of. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. No, not just for some, but for everyone. No, not just for some, oh, but just for everyone. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. Lots of loving in the world. What the world needs now is
All right. Thank you. Hey, thank you, Sammy. Cool. Okay. Hey, man. It's cool. Mr. Bojangles.
Okay, every time it mutes
We're
me,
unpredictable, kid.
every time I mute me now, it seems to permanently mute my mic unless I change the source. So that's cool to know.
Oi.
So maybe this update that it keeps telling me to restart the app to get the latest version of will fix that, but I'm not doing that until after the show.
So, Jay,
I'm listening.
Uh-huh. This is why we're unpredictable, kids.
Yep.
I'm listening, Matt.
All right. It's the Baxman and Company. And folks... Okay. Excuse me here. I'm so glad that barbers are going to be back going here. Tony Khan named John Moxley's opponent. He'll be in action next Tuesday, AEW's Dark episode on the YouTube. He'll be wrestling indie star Robert Anthony.
Steve?
On Wednesdays, we have a great card next Wednesday night live, and Dynamite will be loaded every week leading up to Fyter Fest. Hashtag AEW Dark. Yes?
Sorry, you just froze there for like 2 whole seconds.
AEW Dark also has some huge matches leading up to Fyter this week on Dark. John Moxley takes on Robert Anthony. This is a rematch 10 years in the making, as he and Moxley had a bloody match for CZW back on April 20th, 2010. Moxley won that match. And checking out his Twitter page. Not bad. Taz also responded to the match announced for Dark and teased that he will bring Brian Cage to get a closer look at Moxley ahead of their title match at Fyter Fest. AEW Dark will airs Tuesday night at 7 on the AEW YouTube channel. So, come on, come on. Get ready for the AEW ball. And speaking of which, the WWE reportedly reached out to some recently released wrestlers. Wow. It was known on Wrestling Observer Live by Brian Alvarez that WWE officials have tried to re-sign some of their released talent, but the offers are reportedly for a fraction of what they were making before. It was also indicated that WWE has made renewal offers that are low enough that talents could likely make more money with another promotion. AEW, ROH, TNA, Impact Wrestling. Now there's and of course, NWA. There's no word yet on who WWE made return offers to, but several wrestlers, producers, and on-air talents were released or furloughed back on April 15th due to the cuts brought on by COVID-19. Among the in-rings were Kurt Hawkins, Zack Ryder, Luke Gallows, Carl Anderson, EC3, Drake Maverick, Rusev, Sarah Logan, No Way Jose, Heath Slater, Mike Kanellis, Maria Kanellis, Eric Young, Lilo Rush, Primo Colon, Epico Colon, Aiden English, Eric Rowan, Cassius Ono, Tainara Conti, Dino Sabatelli, Dorian Mac, Diona Perzo, MJ Jenkins, Alexander Jacek, Nick Gargelli, Mars Wang, and if you ever see it, it's an improvement. Rocky Edgar Lopez, Marco Gomez, Mohammed Fahim, Hussein Aldegal, and Faisal Kurdi. As you know, last night's Impact Wrestling episode teased that Drake Maverick, formerly Rockstar Spud, EC3, Gallows, Anderson, Young Hawkins, and Rusev could be debuting at the Slammiversary pay-per-view, which, just 3 days after their WWE 90-day compete clauses expire on July 15th.
You're going to pay for my ear surgery after that horrible song.
Sorry about that. Perazo has also joined Impact as NXT talents were under 30-day non-complete clauses. There's no word yet on if some of the recently released WWE talents will debut with AEW next month. Oh, joy, that would be good. Regarding Drake Maverick, Alvarez also noted that he has reason to believe WWE may have re-signed him. That would be interesting, as he was one of the wrestlers in the Impact teaser on Tuesday night. Maverick was allowed to continue working the tournament for the WWE NXT Interim Cruiserweight title. After his release was announced, he will wrestle El Hijo del Fantasma in the finals for the title on NXT earlier tonight. Wahoo. Kevin Smith reveals a pre-AEW appearance warning. Wow, that's going to be fun. All that, and of course, wow, a whole lot more. Arn Anderson re-signed with AEW, multi-year contract. And I think I'll give you a couple of entertainment little stories before we send ourselves into a complete concussion after my singing. And I apologize for that, but anything for the show. Anyway, let's give you a little entertainment news. Ooh. Once again, looks like Abby Lee Miller is now out of Lifetime. And believe me, couldn't have happened to a better person. That's right, folks. Lifetime has severed ties with Abby Lee Miller and canceled the virtual dance-off series. Abby Lee Miller's decade of Lifetime has come to an end following accusations of racism. The network is not going forward with the planned Abby's virtual dance-off competition reality series announced in April. She will also not be returning to Dance Moms if that series has made her star is renewed for a 9th season. The show previously had featured other dance instructors while Miller was in prison. The action was triggered by an Instagram message by Adriana Smith, mother of Dance Mom Season 8 dancer Cameron, posted in response to Miller's blackout Tuesday IG post in support of Black Lives Matter. If you want to read it, go to .com. Reddit co-founder Alexis Oanen resigned from the board, pledges millions toward efforts to curb racial hate. Bing. Gabrielle Union has launched another discrimination action against Simon Cowell and Fremantle over America's Got Talent firing, claims NBC executive Paul Teleghi threatened, in quotes, her over the probe. And California's beleaguered governor, Gavin Newsom, announced guidelines for restarting film and TV production on June 12th if local conditions permit. Good. Live PD episodes and cops are pulled from schedule amid the death of Mr. George Floyd. Let's see, what else? Amazon chief executive officer Jeff Bezos has explained his comments on a Instagram post. Also read that on Deadline. Let's see, film. Let's do some films here while we have a chance to sing and dance and just do it with respect. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson called out Donald Trump in a passionate Black Lives Matter video. "Where are you? Where is our leader?" he says. Cinemas confront doomsday scenarios as studios waffle on release dates. There is word that our two Jackson ones, the Jackson 10, which is owned by Goodrich Theaters, going under Chapter 11, and AMC, which owns the Plaza Cinema across the street, is also saying, at least some of their executives are saying, the COVID-19 virus might put them in a position where they might not survive after this year. Well, whenever the movies come back, we'll come.
Oh man, that really sucks.
Yeah.
I have a lot of fond memories of Jacksonton and Carmike's cinema.
Yeah, I tell you, I had some great memories of going to the Plaza Cinema, see some great movies.
Yeah, the last movie I saw in theaters was Christopher Robin.
I think the last movie I saw, and this is going to date me, last movie I saw was The Truman Show.
Uh-huh.
With Jim Carrey. Let's see. Arsenio Hall looks back on hosting a talk show during the '92 riots. Gee, he did host a show. Yes, he did, and it was a good show. He tried to repeat it again, but it worked for a season. Then CBS said, "Hey, congratulations, you got a second one." A few weeks later, remember when we promised you a second season? It ain't going to happen. Okay, some of the questions Deadline asked was, he was hosting the Arsenio Hall show as the riots kicked off. What was that like? He said it was interesting. I remember Paramount calling me, and at that time they were on Gower and Melrose. You could see smoke out of my office. I called it south of Wilshire as you go towards the Hood. Paramount said they were going to cancel the show until further notice. At that point, I remember that Chuck D used to have a line about Public Enemy being the CNN of the Hood, and I thought it was really important that I do the show. At that point, there was no Twitter, there was no Instagram or Blackout Tuesday. I felt like I was the Bluebird. And he went to the offices of Lucy Salhini and Frank Mancuso, begged them. They made me do a couple of things. One of their problems was if someone got hurt coming or going because the riots were on and it was crazy, he booked guests and he got the audience because that's what they're really afraid of. I called my pastor and asked if we can get as many people in the audience for my taping tonight from the church. He filled that audience and people outside because, from my church, people outside because, well, they came anyway. I called Sean Penn and Edward James Olmos and the mayor. They were my guest. And on that, he was pretty good. Of course, remember in '92, he also had Bill Clinton playing the sax. I guess you could say that's when we had sax and violence. And of course, the interview is on Deadline.com. Arsenio is doing the comedy clubs circuit. So, hey, that's nice. Midnight, yes.
I'll be right back. I gotta go to the bathroom.
Okay. If he starts singing in the bathroom, we got another record. Okay, we got a few moments left. We'll wait for Matthew to come back from his break. And HBO Max, doing very good from what I hear. Yay. Next week, pro sports can hit the field again in California starting next week, the governor says. Bravis. Once again, it'll be with empty stands. And by the way, the Indy 500 is a no-go for this season. Maybe next year. Some off-way Broadway and Brooklyn theaters open lobbies and restrooms to the protesters. That's very nice. And let's see what else we got here. Steve Priest, sweet bassist Steve Priest passed away at the age of 72. When Matt comes back, we'll give all the questions.
I am back.
Oh, good. Okay, guys, what you gonna do this weekend?
I have no idea. Probably just stay home and play video games like I usually do. I watch some streams.
Yeah. A stream of consciousness. Brain, what you gonna do this weekend?
So, Steve, you're gonna be checking out that game?
Yes, I am.
Alright.
Gonna check out the game, let you know how it goes, and tomorrow it's double free food day, so it's kismet.
Alright.
Okay, so
If you need help getting stuff set up and bring some game, you can do a Skype call and I can help you.
Thank you, my friend.
Yeah. As I said, all you gotta do is use your Facebook login and you can create your character.
Cool. Okay. Folks, that is going to wrap it up for us on tonight. Another Emmy Award winning episode. Of course, if the Emmy nominating committee were drunk on Happy Juice. We will try harder next week. At least I'll try harder. These guys who host along with me do a great job. So we'll see you next Friday night, same time, same place, same stereophonic neighborhood. And don't forget, Jay the Brain Man presents Wrestle Anime Hut Saturday night. We preview Toonami, we do more wrestling stuff, and we just frankly give 30 minutes of a good show and make it even better, like we'll do here. Anyone with final words?
Well, yeah, I hope that the PlayStation 5 event comes pretty soon so that we can finally see what it looks like. And also, I'll see you in Battle on, Steve.
Okay.
That's the world that Adventure Quest takes place in Battle on.
Ah, cool.
Hey, don't forget to let me get a word in.
Okay, Brain, you got a final word for us?
I got 3. Black Lives Matter.
And with that, folks, we say to you all, hope we gave you a little time to laugh and a little entertainment. It's been a really insane week, and we hope cooler heads prevail, and we hope we can start a discussion much needed, much asked for, and we can finally get all together and become truly united. From all of us here at Mystifying Creativity Productions, Brainscan Entertainment, and of course, Wizardorama Productions. For Matt, for Jay, for all of us, Steve Axley. The sign off I pick, Dave Garraway. Peace.
Hey.